Happy New Year. So, they say that what you do on the first day of the year, you kind of do all year long, but I didn't do a video yesterday. So I'm going to make myself come in here and do a video today to remind myself that, yeah, this is something I'm going to do the rest of the year. This is real quick, I hope, but I realize that there's so many just basics that a lot of the new people here don't have as a foundation going forward. So let's get a little bit of that out of the way, and to help some of you guys who've been here for a while who maybe missed the definitions of, what's the difference between meditation, guided meditation, and hypnosis. And it's kind of simple, but really profound also. And so there was a time when there was another group going on, and the gal, listen to me talk, she was offering meditation, as if generic meditation was somehow going to make you pass a test or be calm or be able to get over test anxiety. And truly, anything you do will calm your nervous system, and that's a good thing. So I'm saying, try whatever you can, do whatever you can. But if you stick with us here, you're gonna, because I hated this stuff. I really did. I resisted it more than anybody probably. But then when my brain started understanding why I was trying to do and what I was trying to do, I started getting results, and not just behind steno. And when I say steno, yeah, I mean all you guys, masks, it doesn't matter. Pen writers out there, I love all of you guys. It doesn't matter. We are all inclusive here in every way. So, guided meditation is, we all have been through it, close your eyes, relax, imagine you're walking through whatever, or, just the positive words that you want to hear. A guided meditation is where, I'm going to use just saying me, could be anybody, could be YouTube. Guided meditation is where I take you where I say we're going. And hopefully it's a good place. When I use stuff on YouTube, I'm very careful to vet what I'm listening to first, so that I know exactly, which takes a long time, but then I've got a little playlist of stuff that I really like that I go back to. So, which is another reason, Carrie, why you need to get your YouTube channel up and running, so people can make a playlist of the stuff they like and just have it there. Okay, note to self. Okay, so that's guided meditation. Plain meditation, where you just kind of try to, we all have different version, a different idea of what plain meditation is. It's the thing that we're terrified of the most, because there's no voice guiding us someplace. I wrote here, it's centered awareness of self, or centered awareness of no self, which is even a higher state of meditation. Getting to that singular point of consciousness where there's no time, there's no space, there's no self, there's no name, there's no nothing, there's just being. Those are the gamma waves we all want to get into. It's hard to get there. And so actually that's why most people resist meditation, because it's the quiet moment when you're by yourself alone and you have to listen to your own thoughts because they won't shut up anyway. And so the challenge for meditating, if you want to try this, is 1 minute, 60 seconds to let yourself take a deep breath. And I say close your eyes, because when you close your eyes, you shut out 55% of the visual stimulus that's around you all the time. We're 55% visual, 30% auditory, and the rest is kinesthetic. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath, because breath is what connects your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. It is what brings it all together into focus, into center, which is where we want to be all the time, but especially behind whatever equipment you use to make a verbatim transcript. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, set a timer for 60 seconds, just 60 seconds. And then I want you to absolutely do nothing. which for a court reporter is kind of impossible. Because even this morning, I was on another type of meditation online, and here was my brain just giving me a list of all the stuff that was so important that I better do this, and I forgot about that, and how about this other thing that you were going to do yesterday but you didn't. It wouldn't shut up. And then it was, oh, you've got to have a sip of coffee. And then it was, oh, you haven't checked your messages. Holy cow. I just sat there kind of in astonishment, like, wow. And do this as you're sitting there for 1 minute. Notice you don't have to come up with thoughts. They are floating through all the time. The thing we want to do as reporters is get unattached to those thoughts, so that if they're floating through, they're not floating through right here. They're like floating through up there somewhere. Or you put a protective bubble around you so that you can see the thoughts going by, you can see them as if they're a physical, tangible thing, but you're not attaching to what they're saying, because that voice is going to just continue on. Anyway, so that is why meditation in and of itself is so hard, especially for us. And the voices in our head do not help us write faster. In fact, they slow us down. The voices in our head are the things that keep us from passing the test, make us be stuck in school longer, make us attract less attractive jobs once we're out in the field. I know, because I did that for a very long time. Okay, so guided meditation, and then my favorite is hypnosis. Now, there's hypnosis and then there's self-hypnosis, and actually they're the same, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I can't hypnotize you, but I can help you get into a state, because you're doing it, of relaxed alpha waves, of dropping from your beta waves, chattery mind, just a little bit down into alpha waves, so that you're just kind of cruising. That's the zone that we want to be in when we're writing, by the way. So hypnosis is, okay, guided meditation was, I take you where I say we're going. Meditation is you float around aimlessly, hoping the thoughts will shut up someday. Hypnosis is, I take you where you say you want to go. I guide your subconscious to a new way of thinking, the way of thinking that you wish you thought, that you see everybody else apparently kind of doing. And whether they are or not, who knows? But it's me just taking you, I'm the conscious mind in the room, because we've asked your chattery mind to shut up and go away for a while. When you're writing behind your machine, you do not need a conscious mind in the room. You are on autopilot because you've practiced this stuff. You've downloaded it into your body, into your subconscious, to the point where it's automatic. It's like making a pot of coffee. It's like driving down the highway. It is you doing the thing you have practiced so much that it is autopilot. It is the zone. It is, I don't know where I was for a moment, but I was writing brilliantly. And so the idea is to allow yourself to drop down into a relaxed state, which sounds, to use a medical term, contraindicated. Wait, no, to write faster, we've got to think faster and be frantic and be frazzled and be rushed and hurried. And no, actually, the times when, and I've talked to other reporters, the times when we write most brilliantly are when we're kind of not there, or when we're there and we just really don't care. We're just doing what we do, but we're not attached to the outcome. We're just getting the words into our ears, processing it through our body and out our fingers or our mouth, depending on your method of producing a transcript. We are the vehicle, we are the channel to produce these things. And if we can get out of our way, we can write faster, easier, in a more relaxed way, so that when we finish at the end of the day, we are not a spent vehicle, as if we've been driving, and we need more oil and more water and more window, washer fluid, and we're just exhausted, and we need total detailing, because that's how my vehicle feels sometimes on days when I don't get on top of it, before I start a job. And that's what we want to do every day, is we want to be on top of it before you hit that machine, no matter what you're doing with it. Practice doesn't matter. I figure I'm practicing every single day. I just never know what speed I'm going to get. I never know if I'm going to get a 2 voice or a 4 voice or a 10 voice. I never know what kind of material. Am I going to get a 2 voice literary? Am I going to get what I never get, because I don't do court, is I never get jury charge, but I get everything else, and I never know what I'm going to get until I'm into the middle of it. And so tell your brain, that's just part of the excitement and the adventure of being a court reporter, is being able to handle anything all the time, but especially being able to breathe deeply, close your eyes for just a moment, allow yourself to drop into that place out of thinking, out of fear. Up here, you make every decision, every thought comes from a fearful place. What if? Oh no, not again. When you hear those thoughts, know that you are up in your head. When you hear yourself say, I don't know how to do that, it means you're wanting your thinking part to fix it. Anytime you're wanting to fix it, you're up in your thinking part of your brain, which is fine, as long as we're looking at briefs and deciding which ones do we like, which ones would work, which ones wouldn't. When we're making a schedule about how we want to practice, when we want to practice, how much time we have to do that in, that's okay. This is what this part of your brain is for. It's for problem solving and analyzing and looking at things and trying to figure out how it all goes together. It's a problem solver. But when you're sitting and writing behind your machine, there are no problems that need to be solved. There is no fear that we need to contend with. We are just doing automatically what we have been training our body and our subconscious to do for years. And we want to trust that. And that does not take chatter, and that does not take analytical anything. The minute you start analyzing what you're writing, you write slower. So write crappy. Just let it happen. There are other coaches out there, they're going to cringe when they hear this, but you will be able to write faster if you allow yourself the luxury of not being perfect, of just writing, of just allowing your subconscious to write however it wants to write, as fast as it wants to write, and you getting out of its way. So that's why I love hypnosis, because it allows you, in a world where we have no control, it allows you to be in control of that. It's like, to be in control, I've got to let go of control. Yeah. And the more relaxed you are, the faster you will write. The more you rest, the faster you will process. Push, push, rest, rest. Hit it again, hit it again, hit it again. But you've got to let yourself have the sleep you need and the moments of rest in between the hitting it really hard. And allow yourself to have all of that, your neural pathways and the things that those combinations of briefs you're telling yourself you can't get. I just never remember that. I can't get them. It's because you're pushing so hard, and then you're not letting yourself have time to, I don't want to say heal, because it's not like we have broken anything, but it's time for the synapses and all of the cells. You're creating cells all the time. And some of those are, up in your brain, and we're doing neuroplasticity, and we're doing connections, and those things need time to make the connections. And the only time those connections are made is actually when you are asleep or in a deep meditative state, so that you're out of the way. Again, we've got to get you out of the way for the beautiful processes to happen. But inherently, we're told if we do that, we're lazy. If we do that, we're not working hard enough. We're not trying hard enough. We're not doing enough. And we forget that when it all started, we were human beings, not human doings. You can do less and be more. I promise you. I didn't believe it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. No, I didn't believe a bit of it. But then it starts happening to you, and you start easing into it and trying a little bit of this and trying a little bit of that. And pretty soon your whole life changes. I changed. I'm not I'm not a reporter. I'm a reporter who makes more money in a relaxed state and has time to do this. Try it. If it works, double down. If it doesn't, put it over to the side. Come back to it later. I love you guys. Have a great, this is a wonderful 2023 so far. There's that part of my brain that says, oh, you just wait. The other shoe's going to drop. And I'm like, oh, you're talking out of fear again. I hear who's talking. It's not my knowing part. It's my fearful part. I get to say, you know what? It's okay. Actually, I'm the adult in the room now. And I get to say, when I use you for the purpose that I want to use you, and the rest of the time you're just chattering endlessly because you're scared. And that's okay. You get to be scared, but I don't have to be derailed because of it. Love you guys. Take care. Have a great day.